How's it going, guys? This is an update video for eConz. This is version 1.1. A lot's changed since version 1. Um, the install process that you saw in the last video completely changed. Um, so when you download eConz, you'll get a zip folder. Just go ahead and extract that. Uh, I'm going to go ahead and extract it to the desktop. Um, So if you open up the folder, you'll see that as opposed to the previous version, there is actually now a GUI client. Um, this works basically the same as the text client. It's just a little bit more smooth. Um, Still a few features to go in here, but to actually install eConz, what you need to do first is you need to take the mod folder, copy it, and you need to go to your um, ARM3 server directory. Mine happens to be in the C drive. So just go in here, paste it, so it's copied over. Next thing you want to do is you want to take connection info, the eConz server start batch file, and the eConz server, and you want to copy them and put them into your ARM3 server directory as well. After you've done that, the next file in this folder is IP bind test. This is just a simple program to tell you what IP your server will bind to. It binds to the default adapter. So if you find that it's the wrong IP, then you need to disable a few adapters in your network settings. I'm not going to go over that. This is a dedicated server, so it locks on to the external IP address. If you're inside a network with a router and you have a local address, you will need to port forward to your address. Right, so actually configuring the server, you want to go back into your root directory for ARM3. So to configure the server, you want to open up connection. No, sorry, you don't want to open up connection info yet. You want to right-click, edit the eConz server start.bat, and you want to change where it says port. You want to change your port to whatever you'd like. The default is 1234. And you want to change the password. Default is Jerry with a capital J. And then you just want to save that. The next thing you want to change is connectioninfo.txt. You want to put the the port that you just entered into the batch file in here. This is for the mod file to actually initialize and connect to the server. And the next thing you want to do is you want to go into whatever method you're using to start your server. In this case, I'm using a shortcut. You want to go to where you've got your command line. You want to make sure that you've got all your other settings set up, and then on the end you want mod equals at CBA underscore A3. I didn't mention just before, but you need CBA3. There's a link in the forum, Bohemia Interactive forum post for eConz. I suggest you download that first and install that as per their instructions before you carry on. Then on the end of this, you go semicolon at eConz with a capital C and just hit OK. So now that you've got all that set up, all you need to do to get the server running is you go to eConz server start.bat, double click it, and the eConz server has started. And to start your Armor server, just double click it on the shortcut or on the batch or whatever you're using to start your server. This will take a minute to load just because it's a slow desktop. But once it's started and the mission has initialized for your server, you can then enter commands. The one limitation with this is if you want to run multiple instances of eConz, there we go, it started it. If you do want to run multiple instances of eConz, you will have to start up. Well, sorry, you will have to make multiple Arma 3 directories. So, I mean, you want to go to wherever your Arma 3 directory is installed, you want to copy it and you want to paste it, and it'll copy everything over. And all you do is you change the configuration files that I just showed you to suit another port and maybe another password. But we're not going to do that. So yeah, using the client's fairly easy. All you have to do is start the client up. You know, you enter your password, enter your port. Enter your IP, enter your port, enter your password, and then you hit connect. It'll show in the log area here if you have successfully connected. If you're successfully connected, you can then use a command. Here are all the default commands loaded. So you can go say, type in a message, which would be hello, and that would show up in your server chat log. And then there's a few other commands, such as TP. Just be warned that this online playlist doesn't work yet. I'm going to get that working in maybe the next version. But that's all for now. See you next update.